Cause then you have two piece. I just said one piece of candy. Yeah, cause that's how many did you have though? Yeah, that's too many. Yeah, no, that's too many. Um, well, hello, mommy seekers. Excuse me. Hi, how are you all doing? God bless you. Thank y'all for joining. If you have a moment, for those mama bears that follow other moms on social media, not just pretty much just for their content to consume their lives, but um, if you want something to be inspirational that is said, or you see something that is able to help you in this time of your postpartum journey, please, please, please go on and visit me on Instagram. I am there majority of the time versus on bless you versus on YouTube. But yeah, so I had a special message that I wanted to share, and so I pray that anything that I share is able to either be a seed that is sown into your life, or maybe an opportunity for the Lord to water a seed. So um, I'm grateful to be present with you guys, and thank y'all for being present with me in the season of my life. So um, so we are traveling somewhere, and while we were, it was beginning to rain. And so one of my littles was like, "Oh man, I don't want it to rain. We're going to this place." And so when they said that, they said it as if we can't continue on the journey of moving forward to the place that we're gonna go to because of the rain. And I'm just thinking to myself, in a childlike way, man, why would they think that rain can really stop the process of a journey, the process of the Lord, um, like giving you strength or the ability to move forward in whatever you're doing, right? So So I'm still on the journey, and I tell my little that said this. I was like, you know what, baby? I said, even though it's raining, I said that's not gonna stop us on our journey. I said we can continue to have our journey, and we can continue to move forward. That's not gonna stop us driving from where we need to go. And so I want to give you this word today, because that spoke so many volumes to me. Sometimes, oh, not right now, too. Not right now. No, thank you. That spoke so many volumes to me when my little said that. So I want to tell you this. When she said that, I immediately started thinking about life, right? We all have situations, circumstances in our life. I think all of us can raise a hand in the chat. Hey, how y'all doing? All of us can raise a hand in the chat to say different things that we're actually struggling with that maybe our even best friends probably don't even know about, right? So, um, me in particularly, one of my things is learning how to focus. So that's one thing that I am struggling with. I'm wrestling with because I'm like, God, I got to learn this. This has got to be a discipline in my life. So, how many times have situations or things that we consider petty in our lives happen and occur in such a way? Maybe there's an illness, an injury. Maybe there is a pause because of the lack of finances. Maybe there's a loss of job. Maybe there's a relationship that is severed or lost. Maybe there is trust that is broken in a relationship. I don't know what it is along the journey of life that God will allow you to have the grace for it to experience. But God has allowed me the grace to experience many things. And one thing I always strive to do is I strive to find out when I'm sober emotionally, like, God, what are you trying to teach me in this particular moment of my life? What is this thing that you have occurring in my life? Like, what is this thing meant to help me to build on? Because sometimes those things that occur, it feels like it's going to take you out. It feels like it's going to take you under, like you're going to be washed out by the storm. And I want to declare to you today, you will not be washed out by the storm. You will not be overtaken and overwhelmed by the fault of somebody else. You will not be overtaken by the fault of a thing or a person in this moment of your life, but you will grow from it. You will get stronger from it. Why? Because God is your help. Why? Because He is the source of your strength. And so I wanted to share this because along life's journey, don't allow your present circumstance to be the place that you receive the hope of your identity from. No, the hope of your identity comes from Christ alone. It comes from His Spirit giving you identity, you being around other believers that are going to help encourage you in the Lord, you regularly going to a local assembly or church or small group in a home. Maybe you starting your own small group with the tools of another that is mentoring you in that manner. Maybe it is you hanging out with other believers and getting out of your element to say, I don't in postpartum depression. I can thrive in my postpartum. Now, granted, are there moments that I have those postpartum depression moments? Yes, yes, and yes. To thrive in it. That means I can do something for myself that is going to produce a holy righteousness from my life. And it's ultimately going to make my family better. It's going to bring more peace into our home. It's going to give us more order and structure in our home over our children. But in a childlike way, it was so amazing for my little girl to say that, Mommy, it's raining, so we can't continue on our journey. And me in my heart, I'm just thinking like, wow, rain has never stopped anybody from going to the movies, from going to the church, from maybe going to the park, yes. Maybe, yes, going to the pool. Maybe going to the beach. I don't know. But rain has never stopped you from accomplishing a goal because it's something that you know you're going to have to get through. You will get through. So I want to tell you for this moment of your life that you will get through it. You will learn to have the grace, embrace the grace to be able to be you, what it takes to be you, what it takes to wake up in your shoes. Nobody knows what that feels like, but I want to tell you that God is your ever present help in the time of trouble. He's not just there in trouble, but He's there in the good times. He's there celebrating with you and rooting you on. And my one of my sons, even though he has a knowledge of the Lord, he has not been baptized yet. So he asked me, he was like, well, Mommy, is Jesus real? Jesus is real. I know the Lord is real to me. So when he asked me that question, I'm just like, yes, baby, he is. And my other son that has been baptized and he has the Spirit of the Lord, he asked me, hold on, Tutu. And he asked me, he was, well, no, he was telling his brother, he was like, Josh, yes, Jesus is real. He was like, you know, Jesus is real. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, I told my eldest son, I was like, well, baby, sometimes people have doubts if Jesus is really real. But I said, the book of Romans states that when we see the handiwork of God, we know the existence of God is real. There are a lot of doubts because of these forces that we consider to be aliens and all of these things. Listen, God bound up fallen angels for a season. One day they will be loose. But until that happens, there are certain things called entities, called demonic spirits, just like angels exist. If we understand and know that an angel exists and a demon exists, and we know what they look like, which is know who they are, well, we got to understand that there's a spirit who is subject to the spirit, which is God, which is Christ Jesus. Nothing, I used to love it. An old mentor of mine used to always say, every spirit is subject to the power of God. Every spirit has to bow to the power of God. And when you, Mama Bear, allow the Spirit of the Lord to come into your heart, you allow the Spirit of the Lord to change you. You are allowing the Spirit of the Lord to edify your children, your marriage, your home, the environment, the atmosphere. Everything will be changed because of the Spirit of the Lord. So, hey, I just wanted to share that with you guys. God bless y'all. If you want to look at some fun content or some content to sow into your spirit, go on my Instagram on Mommy Seekers Empowerment on Instagram. It should have an emerald green that says Mommy Seekers with a little house. But God bless you guys. Thank y'all for being present with me. Thank you guys for those of you that came on the chat. God bless y'all. I hope that you feel the love of God today with Jesus love. Jesus is real. I know the Lord is real to me. Hey, 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 hey. Jesus is real. I know the Lord is real to me. God bless y'all.